Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I am going to be doing a collective energy update. So this is a reading video where we are going to be using tarot as well as messages coming through from my own guides, many of your guides as well, and our connected higher selves in order to deliver messages about what is happening in both the divine feminine and the divine masculine collective energy fields. So with that being said, do keep in mind that these divine feminine and divine masculine messages could apply externally to a particular love connection or even platonic connections in your life. But equally, these energies will connect with your inner divine masculine and inner divine feminine. Now, for those of you who are on a twin flame path, do keep in mind that you are going to be experiencing these energies to a greater degree of intensity in the interactions, the interplay between yourself and your physically incarnated twin flame divine counterparts as well. So I am going to start by shuffling the cards, and I want to begin with the divine feminine. So what is going on within the divine feminine energy fields? Okay, the first two cards to come out are Attachments and the Temple Path. These cards are the numbers 5 and 12, and I just want to say right away that some of you might be receiving the numbers 1212 or the number 555. So I'm actually going to channel a quick message from the number 1212 because I've seen quite a bit of this number myself recently, and this number can mean that your guardian angels, your spirit guides, whatever divine forces you connect with are supporting, surrounding, and protecting you. You're about to be blessed with abundance, peace, and happiness. It's interesting because the message from this number is coming through in connection with the attachment card that came out. The number 555 can also indicate very rapid change. So what I'm getting is that some divine feminines are having certain things about themselves or their lives called to their attention for the purpose of helping them to release or change those things, to rise to their highest timeline, their so-called temple path, their highest vibrational version of self. I'm getting that many of you divine feminines are being guided to either change the way that you approach certain things in your life, or there may even be specific things that you felt called to your attention, fed to you really from your intuition, from your subconscious. Now, when these things surface to you, this will feel like suddenly feeling inspired out of the blue to make some kind of a change. For some reason, I heard cleaning up. So someone might be literally feeling inspired to clean up their physical space, but this could also be more symbolic or metaphoric to applying to someone in the divine feminine collective who may be inspired to clean up something about their life or themselves in some sense, to make some kind of change, to organize their life. I'm hearing get organized. So this could be literal in organizing your physical space or your workspace, but this also could be you somehow getting organized when it comes to your dreams and goals, making a choice with indecision reversed, journey in the reversed, fully reconnecting with yourself. What kind of choice is someone in the Divine Feminine Collective making here? Appreciation uprights. The choice to really value and appreciate and love yourself in the ways that you deserve to be valued, appreciated, and loved. So of course, this will look different for everyone. But I feel that many Divine Feminines, part of this change they're being called to make is to prioritize self-care to a greater degree. Especially there's something coming through about your morning routine. So there could be something very specific about your routines after awakening in the morning that you've been called to change. Goddess of the Moon reversed. Interesting. Okay, so some Divine Feminine with Goddess of the Moon reversed and Victory reversed may have felt a bit disconnected from her inner power recently, causing feelings of defeat or hopelessness at times. I'm getting frustration with cycles. This specifically could be emotional cycles that you feel coming up within yourself. So there could be a Divine Feminine here feeling frustrated as at times they feel like they're cycling through certain negative emotions that in part they feel as though they've already addressed and dealt with. Why are these emotional cycles coming up? Happy Family in the reversed. Okay, so for some Divine Feminines, these negative emotions surfacing could be directly related to a situation with a masculine that didn't work out the way that you had hoped or the way that you had envisioned. And for whoever I'm connecting with here, I do want to pull a Starseed Oracle card for you. What does this feminine need to know about this situation with the masculine that didn't go as she had hoped? The Cosmic Hearts, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. I'm hearing whatever this connection is that we're channeling into, it is about so much more than the person. This connection entered your life to teach you unconditional love, to break down walls and barriers within yourself, to loving your own self, which truly that self-love, unconditional self-love is equivalent to unconditional love. But I feel that how this person taught you to love yourself, for whoever I'm speaking to here, in part that could have come through a lot of painful experiences where you needed something from this person or asked for something externally from this person that they were not willing to give you. And ultimately, this pushed you to seek within yourself for your own reserves of self-love. What else does this Divine Feminine need to know that I'm connecting in with here? I'm hearing seeing the bigger picture. So for many of you, there could be this feeling of beginning to zoom out and get a bird's eye perspective of this connection to this masculine that again didn't go the way that you had hoped or plans, but your soul is now guiding you to see it from this bird's eye view, to see it from this higher level, to realize how this connection has been brought into your life to teach you unconditional love, beginning first with love for yourself. And a second card came out here. This card is your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. And as I saw this card, the number 1036 came up on the recording timer, which is really interesting because the number 136 can represent being materially supported throughout a divine endeavor. So combining that with this artist manifestation card, I'm seeing that someone literally could be some type of visual artist or involved in the arts in some way. But regardless, I see that many divine feminines are in the process of manifesting some kind of dream or goal within their life. And I also see that whether you are an artist in the traditional sense, there is a creative element to what you do. And regardless of what this creative element is, your guides want you to know this is how you receive and share your intuition with the world. And even if this work that you do, this hobby, passion, whatever it is that is artistic related, even if it does not seem to be inherently spiritual in the traditional sense, your guides want you to know that this is how you activate others to their highest, most spiritual self. Again, even if what you do doesn't appear to be inherently spiritual. And on top of that, going back to that number 136, being materially supportive through divine endeavors, know that you are going to be supported literally, physically, materially as you continue along this path, because I am sensing that for some divine feminines, there may be fears surfacing around having consistent material supports for whatever kind of art they are creating, whatever they are manifesting in their life. However, of course, the card Trust the Timing came out. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Specifically, I'm seeing that when it comes to this artistic endeavor, there could be a divine feminine here who is concerned specifically about being too old or getting too old in terms of earth years to do this particular thing, to pursue this particular gift. And the phrase I'm getting for you is, your gift is right on time. You aren't too late. You are right on time. And I feel this could be a really strong affirmation for this divine feminine to repeat to herself. I am not too late. My gift is right on time. So I am feeling a lot of really powerful energy around whatever divine feminine you are creating, manifesting, working towards in your life. Whatever kind of so-called arts you are creating, whether that's literal arts or something that is some other form of expression of your soul. So because I'm sensing that powerful energy around this subject, in the extended version of this reading, I will be channeling further higher self and spirit guide messages for you, divine feminine, specifically about the manifestation of your gifts into reality and what your guides and higher self want you to know about that. So the link to the extended reading is in the pinned comments and description box under the video. This extended reading is available to those of you who are tuned into our Patreon Soul Tribe. So if you do sign up for our Patreon community, you get access to 3 additional extended readings per week, channeled on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there is more information available on that under this video. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and move forward to channel into the divine masculine energy field. So I'm going to reshuffle the cards here and speak to the divine masculine collective. So what is going on within the divine masculine energy fields? Door to personal healing and happiness in the reverse position. The first word that came through was overwhelmed. How is the divine masculine collective feeling overwhelmed? Community reversed and broken heart reversed. Trying to heal my heart through loneliness, through being alone, through being disconnected. So for many divine masculines, the word that came through is separated. So for some masculines, this could specifically be in connection with a divine feminine counterpart. So for those of you who are twin flames, this could be a divine masculine who is feeling physically 3D disconnected from his divine feminine. For other masculines, this could simply be a generalized feeling of physical loneliness, a longing for connection or for deeper connection, but also being intentionally divinely separated at this time from a lot that's going on in the 3D, for the purpose at this higher self level of allowing this really deep individual heart healing to take place. And another card that flew out is Journey in the upright position. So I want to read a little bit into this Journey card. Some masculines may be connecting with the number 222 right now as well. I hear a masculine saying, I can't run anymore. I can't run from the pain that I've been burying inside my heart. It's all coming to the surface. I feel that many masculines are experiencing more intense emotions than usual, because when I say there's a heart healing going on within the masculine collective, I'm talking about a deep energetic healing. I'm talking about a heart chakra shift. Victory in the reverse position, feeling hopeless. There's almost this trapped feeling coming up along with this healing process, this sensation of, I've tried to run so long from this necessary healing, and now I feel a bit backed into the corner in the sense that I can no longer avoid this healing process, even though I feel overwhelmed by my own emotions at times. I'm hearing forcibly disconnected. I feel that collectively, divine masculines are being, for lack of better words, forcibly disconnected in the 3D from anything that would prevent them from fully allowing this heart healing to take place. So of course this will differ depending on the masculine and their circumstances, but I'm getting that if anything in their 3D reality, any person, any relationship, friendship, job, life circumstance has prevented them from fully going within themselves, has allowed them to run from this healing, those things are going to be divinely removed, separated from their life for the purpose of almost forcing this healing through them, backing their ego into a corner, so to speak, so that the masculine collective has no choice but to allow this healing to fully take place, to catalyze within them. Woman holding a heart in the upright position. Wow, yin yang upright. So this is my number one twin flame card. So for some of you, this absolutely will connect with a twin flame connection that you're sharing with a physically incarnated twin flame counterpart. Anxiety reversed, endure to spirit reversed. So a divine masculine being pushed to release fears that have caused him to try and deny or repress his own spiritual awakening process, or to deny or repress his own intuitive voice when it comes to, for many of you, when it comes specifically to this twin flame connection. I'm getting that if you're dealing with a twin flame here physically, this masculine in the past may have ridiculed or denied the idea of twin flames or dismissed it in some way. But even if they dismissed it with their words or actions, deep down, they always felt some resonance with the term or label, because deep down they knew that something about this connection with the divine feminine physically incarnated was simply different than anything they'd ever experienced. But in their less awakened state, again, they may have tried to repress or deny the idea of being so spiritually connected with another being in this way. Really though, this denial, this repressing was just a cover for their fears with anxiety. Fears that, because this anxiety card is reversed, these fears around being so spiritually connected with someone, really I'm getting these are fears around being so transparent. Again, going back to not being able to run, not being able to hide. Fears around being so clearly, fully, and completely seen. I'm hearing the word psychic. So some divine masculines may have even been a little bit afraid, intimidated might be a better word here, by you, divine feminine, in the sense that they saw you as being psychic, as being someone who could really see to the hearts of people and situations, but to an even more profound degree, because of your spiritual connectedness to one another, they felt that you could just entirely see through them. I saw the number 2212 for someone. I'm also getting something about the month of October coming through for someone. It's like they realized that they couldn't hide anything from you, and there were a lot of fears coming up with that, but at the same time, a lot of curiosity. I feel that regardless of how much you and this masculine divine feminine were connected in the physical world, they were always curious about you. They always felt this pull to you, this interest in you. Even if at times, again, their words or on the surface actions seemed to go against that, they couldn't get you out of their mind. That's what I'm getting. It's like something about you always has just been different. And now they're feeling a lot of nostalgia, a lot of, once again, I'm seeing someone like literally pushed into a corner, like I can't look away anymore. I can't run away anymore. All I can see, for many masculines, I'm hearing them say, all I can see is you, divine feminine. Carrying connections in the upright position. Can I get some clarification? Adjacent possibilities reversed. Can I get further clarification on these cards? Strategy reversed and the thinking man reversed. So adjacent possibilities reversed often speaks to collapsing old timelines, and caring connections can very often be a soulmate card. The temple path reversed. Yeah, this masculine, anything that is preventing him from connecting with that highest timeline, which, here's the thing, in order for this masculine to connect with his highest timeline, he has to raise his vibration, his energy. And what's been weighting down his energy most dominantly has been heart chakra blockages, which is why this heart healing is taking place so deeply at this time. Because releasing those heart chakra blocks that he is being forced to face is radically increasing the energy flow through his energy body, raising the vibration of his being, allowing him to rise onto this highest timeline, into this highest version of self. But what this is requiring of the divine masculine is letting go of the need to have all of the answers, to fully wrap his mind around the things that he can't understand, that are highly spiritual in nature, that must simply be felt, that you must simply allow to move you from within even before you fully understand them. And I feel this was always an issue, potentially between the masculine and feminine within this connection. If you are physically connected, I feel as though this masculine may have always let his head get in the way. It's like, I hear him saying, I kept trying to figure it out before moving, before taking action. It's like, I wanted to know exactly what was going on here, exactly what this connection was. I wanted to comprehend it intellectually. But spirit here is saying, divine masculine, you have to allow yourself to simply be moved by things into action, to simply Allow yourself to go with that flow of the energy without being able to fully consciously wrap the ego mind around the details and specifics intellectually of what is really going on. And I feel that's the point this masculine is being pushed to. The point of being open enough through the heart center to simply be moved into action from the soul, to allow the ego to really melt away here. And I feel that ego dissolving, ego dissolution process happening really profoundly through this divine masculine. Yeah, deceit reversed. The truth is being put in this masculine's face so strongly that he has no choice but to face it. Everything is being illuminated by truth. That's the message that I'm getting here. And I am going to channel more specifics on what this might mean, this message of everything being illuminated by truth for this masculine. So I'm going to reshuffle the cards here. How is everything being illuminated by truth? Walking away reversed. I hear a masculine saying, I want you to stay. The truth is that I never wanted you to leave, even when I pushed you away. That is a truth that's being put in this masculine's face really strongly right now. Storm warning in the upright position. My life is not as together as it seems. Things feel so chaotic. Whenever I am without you, Divine Feminine, whenever I am engaging in karmic patterns or cycles, I used to believe these karmic patterns or cycles, I feel this masculine saying, I used to believe that they brought me peace because they allowed me to numb myself. But now I feel as though they only bring me chaos and emotional turbulence, because that numbing effect is no longer there, because I'm no longer able to suppress that heart chakra energy, all of that emotionality coming up around you, Divine Feminine. My old coping mechanisms simply don't work anymore. If this masculine has ever connected with karmic energies physically manifested in the forms of substances, addictions, negative behavior patterns, even people, karmic relationships, I feel that these things used to bring him a false sense of peace, because really what was going on is they used to allow him to numb himself to what his heart was truly feeling. But the thing is, because of this heart opening happening within him, and this deep heart healing and this dissolution of the ego, these old karmic patterns, cycles, physically manifested numbing mechanisms, coping mechanisms, no longer work in the way that they used to. They only bring pain, they only bring chaos. And that is how the Divine Masculine is being divinely disconnected from these things, divinely broken free of these things. Yeah, with financial constraints upright, that trapped word is coming up again. I feel like, again, if the Divine Masculine is still engaging with any of these karmic patterns, cycles, people, the thing is, the clock is ticking on all of these situations. If they haven't already stopped participating with them, they will in the near future, because these things, again, used to allow them to numb out, but now they only cause them to feel trapped, to feel chaotic, to feel pain, because the heart center opening has already taken place, because those emotions are rushing through them, because the truth is being fully illuminated and put in their face in a way that cannot be ignored. And all of this is affecting a very radical sacral chakra opening with the second chakra, the sacral chakra in the upright position. I'm getting something about the ocean or red hair for someone here as well. So I want to know how this masculine is opening his sacral chakra, realizing what he truly wants through losing what he truly wanted but actually pushed away. It's kind of an ironic energy that many listening here will be able to relate to. The energy of not being able to fully connect with your true desires, what you really want. And in doing so, to push the very thing you want most away. But through this painful realization, this realization on the part of the masculine of, I have sabotaged the very things I want the most, this is actually allowing for a kind of newfound self-reflection, self-reconnection that is, again, opening the sacral chakra, allowing for, in the future, greater potential intimacy, openness, transparency manifested in the physical from this energetic shift and opening. So in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more messages on what is going on in the divine masculine and divine feminine, what each energy is consciously thinking and feeling at this time, as well as messages from their higher self, love messages to one another if you are experiencing these energies through a physically manifested connection or relationship. Or if not, then these will be messages from your higher self to your 3D physical self. But a closing card to come out here, which is very interesting, is the Happy Family card in the upright position. I'm hearing things are not broken. They are in the process of reconnecting. Really, the word that came out is reuniting. Reunifying themselves, and specifically you are reunifying yourself, reunifying those parts of yourself that were broken and repressed along the way, that we ultimately end up calling the shadow self. Through reunifying yourself, you are opening yourself to reuniting as well with your most powerful and high vibrational forms of soul connection, what we refer to as your soulmates platonically and romantically, but also the highest vibrational form of soul connection, meaning the soul connection with the most resonance, because you quite literally share an identical core soul frequency, which is your twin flame connection. So with that being said, before we head over to the extended reading, I do want to pull one final Rumi Oracle card. So what is one final message for the collective? Sacred Phoenix Hearts. And I'm just going to read a little bit from the guidebook here. Under the cover of blood, love veils many rose gardens. In total faith, love tenderly guides every lover to the garden of the hearts. Reason says the world is limited in 6 directions. Love says, there is a way, and I have traveled it many times. Rumi. And the guidebook here also says, this oracle brings a particular message regarding divine timing, that oh so significant factor in our dreams coming to life. Your time is fast approaching. It may even be now. It may seem least likely to you. There may be great darkness or confusion, and yet the unveiling of the new dawn is closest to the deepest darkness of night. Do not turn back or away from your progress. Your very next steps shall be upon hallowed ground, rendered golden by the rays of the rising sun. So thank you so much for tuning your energy into today's reading. If I do resonate with you, I would invite you to subscribe to this channel if you feel guided to do so. An added benefit of subscribing is this does allow me to pick up on your energy more easily and channel more specifically for you in future reading videos. we will now be heading over to the extended version of this reading on Patreon. So for those of you who would like to join me on Patreon, the link to the next reading is in the pinned comments and description box, where we will be going much more in depth with some of the subjects that came up in today's reading. So thank you so much again for being here. I am so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you. I would love to hear from you in the comments if you get a chance to write a comment under the video. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you again in Friday's collective energy updates.